on streamlining the processes, the luggage processing, the immigration, customs is all chaotic. It's confusing for passengers. I don't know where to go. I don't know who and it's not signed properly as well.
Port Harcourt Airport in Rivers State, South Nigeria, was once ranked as the worst international airport in the world by a global aviation authority, a development that was considered shameful to the country's aviation sector. But the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria says work has commenced to turn things around. Malam Aminu Kano International Airport in northwest Nigeria is one of the country's oldest international airports. It serves as a major connection for air travelers in northern Nigeria to different parts of the world. The remodeled airport was commissioned in March 2015 with modern facilities, including a walkway on the airside, a new cooling system, conveyor belt, check-in counters and modern VIP lounge. Being Africa's most populous country, Nigeria is an important travel destination for over 22 international carriers. In 2015, the managing director of Nigerian Business Aviation, Olusegun Demoren, said the Nigerian aviation industry contributed about $685 million to the country's gross domestic product. Many aviation experts believe the sector can do much more.
For regular travelers concerned about the present state of Nigerian airports, let's hear from our guest, the Director of Maintenance and Engineering at the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, Mr. Nuruddin Daura. He explains the ongoing remodeling of some airports and why some are yet to kick off.
The state of infrastructure is at a varying level of operationality at the airports. You cannot just sum them up equally. For example, when you look at MMA being the largest and one of the oldest in terms of some facilities, so we have quite some challenges there, while other places the challenges are not as much as we have in Lagos. But generally, we are above water. We have done well in the area of safety. Lagos has 2 runways, international runway and the domestic runway. International runway is fully operational with a Cat 2 airfield lighting and instrument landing system, while the domestic, though doesn't have an airfield lighting in place, but there's a contract has been signed and it will soon have. So from that safety point of view, Lagos have that flexibility of having 2 runways, unlike what we suffered in Abuja, lack of second runway, that made us to shut it down for some emergency repairs. The Lagos has been fashioned out after Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam. Presently, there is not any relationship between these 2 airports. While Schiphol has moved forward, advanced, a lot of upgrade and expansion, Lagos has not been so. But it was only in the year 2012 that an attempt was made at giving these airports a facelift, which is in two facets. We were remodeling the old terminal buildings, while the major international airports were given additional new terminal buildings. The volume necessitates most of the works in order to cope up with the teeming passenger load. Of course, the biggest one is the runway that just got reopened. We also deemed it fit to work on the terminal building. We have been having some complaints about our spiral staircase. FAN became responsive by installing lifts there for the elderly and the handicapped, so that climbing to the departure level in Abuja will be easier for such passengers. What stalled the remodeling of the Port Harcourt terminal building was basically a variation issue. which the federal government has been gracious enough. All those requests have been approved, just as you have said. So agreements were entered into. Contractor will remobilize back to site, and hopefully we should, because it has reached an appreciable level of completion. It were those issues, unresolved issues, that made the project to stagnate. But now that the issues have been resolved, we can assure you that very soon that would also be delivered. Enugu Terminal was the first to be commissioned by in the last administration. We had some mishap during a rainstorm, damages to the remodel terminal, but with the contractor is going back to site to look at them. But like I've said, Enugu was the first to be put to use, even before any other place. Kano followed Enugu because the terminal building in Kano is presently in use. That's the remodel terminal building. So the only thing awaiting completion at Kano is the new additional terminal in order to increase and expand capacity and utilization. We are all aware of the present economic situation in the country. So Amfani is not working in isolation. I mean, it's part and parcel of the country. So we have to prioritize our needs. And that's why the attention now, quite some budgetary provisions were made in last year's budget.
The federal government commences refleeting of obsolete aircraft at the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology in Zaria. That's after the break. Please stay with us.